following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Sovoil, Petrochemical Products and Agribusiness, Headquarters, Moscow, Russia. Regional offices, Tashkent, St. Petersburg, Tokyo, Seoul, Beijing, Manila, Ho Chi Minh City, Havana, Night City. Chief Officers, Central Committee, actual membership unknown. Employees, 245,000. By 1997, the Neo-Soviets had the capacity to recover only a fraction of the vast fields of oil lying under their federation. After a massive program of expansion and modernization, Kirosov, the previous state-run oil industry, became strong enough to break away from the oligarchs of the Federal Central Committee and become the Neo-Sovetsky Neftyenoy Kombinat, Neo-Soviet Oil Combine, aka Sovoil. Now sitting on top of the world's largest remaining oil reservoirs, Sovoil's oligarch leaders know that the oil won't flow forever, but they're still a wealthy and powerful corporation with unmatched access to an incredibly valuable commodity, plus a variety of other products and industries. Unfortunately for them, developments like Biotechnica's Chu-2 have rapidly undermined their strategic dominance. In the mid-2010, Sovoil and Petrochem fell into a disagreement over territories in the South China Sea, leading to a short but savage war that grievously wounded both corporations. The result was that Petrochem decided to concentrate its efforts towards emerging Chu-2 fuel technology, while Sovoil was forced to dedicate its own to exploring the untapped oil fields of the long untouched Siberian region. But both sides knew that they would eventually meet again in a final matchup. The Fourth Corporate War has only delayed that reckoning. Sovoil's Central Committee is already moving the pieces around in their long game, making plans that will carry the company into the next step of its evolution, when oil is no longer their prime source of income. The first step toward ensuring the company's survival is diversification. Sovoil is the major economic force in the Neo-Soviet Union and much of Eastern Europe, and the company has a guaranteed market share in these areas. The more services and goods Sovoil can provide the people of these regions, the better off the company will be when the oil runs out. Sovoil is already active in mining, shipbuilding, research, and Chu-2 agriculture. It's just beginning to move into aircraft, computers, synthetics, Chu-2 power systems, and general agriculture. By 2050, the board hopes to have a product base diverse enough to fight the coming war with their Petrochem rivals, who have yet to fully recover from the chaos of the last corporate war. Face Anatoly Novarogov. Large, loud, and ostentatious, Anatoly looks exactly like the Western idea of a Russian oligarch. He wears bright and expensive shirts open to the navel, drapes himself in gold jewelry, and favors expensive cars, strong alcohol, and beautiful women. But those who know him well recall an earlier Anatoly, a rather faceless bureaucrat who used to wear shabby suits and scrupulously hoarded his money to the point of miserliness. This has a lot of important people wondering, is this the real Anatoly Novarogov going through a midlife crisis? Is this a clever ruse put on by the Central Committee to distract its Petrochem enemies? Or could it be an actor taking the place of a Novarogov long ago buried behind the dacha of a powerful political rival on the committee itself? No one knows, and no one's talking. Even Anatoly's ex-wife, Irina, has been quiet on the subject, although an astronomically generous divorce settlement may have had a lot to do with her reticence. What hasn't changed about the current Anatoly Novarogov, whatever his provenance, is his reputation for ruthlessness. Even before he took on his peacock finery, he was well known as a cunning operator who leveraged a number of connections with the old KGB and the fearsome Bratva, Russian mafia, to make enemies and rivals disappear without a trace, or to sometimes resurface months later as collections of unidentifiable body parts liberally strewn in parks all over his native city of St. Petersburg. Don't let the flashy side of Sovoil's face fool you. He can play nasty with the best of them.
Excellent. Here you are in the lab. Our first writer, the precocious 10-year-old child, who talks like a 40-year-old Jewish comedy actor, my favourite, has,
Even said so much.
has begun from what looks like to you just playing a video game on the computer instead of working on the thing you want them to work on. Angered, you...
Well, I don't know. Like, is it actually a video game, or can I not tell?
It's got phone shading.
I don't know what that is.
Neither.
It's got platforming elements.
Okay, it's probably a game.
Right there.
Are you just playing a game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you taking a break, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Everybody deserves a break.
She would know her process best.
Of course she would. Maybe it relaxes her before she starts a new project. For us specifically. I'm going to go write some songs. I mean, we're going to be here for a few days till she's done. I might as well use the time.
I didn't actually write it down, but I should learn how to play / songwrite a little bit with Roger.
Learn to play guitar. I'm going to show you some chords. This will be some chords. I'm going to show you strumming. I will show you some strumming.
Learn how to tune a guitar. This is how you tune a guitar.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'll be busy. I wanted to invent and build a laptop. I know
You want to invent a thing you can buy for $50?
I don't have one, and there's no euro dollars here, so I'm going to build a laptop. It
You've
seems
got
to be what I'm saying.
$50.
You could just steal one that's lying around.
Steal her stuff.
You could buy one off them that's just lying
I'll
around.
ask her then.
What?
The laptop over here, are you using it? Do you mind if could I buy it off you? How much? What are you playing? Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Boy, adults are annoying.
We are.
Yeah.
Why? Loud again? No! It's not the drill. Oh, it's
Feeding
mechanical.
gravy into this rock crusher.
Okay, it's not the mechanical arm
He's
either.
resisting for some reason. It's like he doesn't want to get crushed into rocks. That's how that works, right?
I don't, Roger. Crushed into rock.
Yeah, it's a rock crusher.
You put in anything, out comes rocks.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Well, the rocks afterwards are wet.
This is very small.
I mean,
wet
there was
rocks.
other rocks in there with it at the time, so obviously at the other end you go wet,
Wet rocks.
wet rocks. It worked, doesn't it?
It stopped.
Where were we?
She was going to steal a laptop from a little girl because the little girl wasn't paying attention.
I'm gonna steal one. Borrow a laptop. Because I would like to... Actually, that's what I wanted to ask her. These fabricators, you've built them all yourself, have you? Mm-hmm. Is there any chance I can... I'll wait till you're free. I'll leave her alone.
I did recall her saying you could use whatever wasn't currently
That's true, but...
wasn't running.
So, what we need back at the house is a fabricator.
Yes.
And for that I need a plan,
Well, you could buy one.
or I could buy one.
And you're thinking you might be able to create such here.
Yes,
How
If
big
there
would
ever
it
was
need
a
to
place.
be?
like a fabricator.
They're really big. But you can get really small ones.
Yeah,
Like the portable printer that you can buy.
and if you go with that price, it's actually not an unreasonable price either.
It's a backpack. And it prints! It prints things! It's a 3D printer in a backpack!
I could not imagine the horrific complications involved with such a thing.
I don't think you can actually print while you're wearing it on your back. I think you can
Aw.
carry it round on your back like it's in a backpack, and then you put it down and you print things.
Here, Roger, ammunition. Print,
Yeah.
print. There you go, ammunition.
Like, yeah,
Puke here!
I don't want to waste money on bullets, or parts on bullets I might not need, so I just print them as I need them. It takes about 8 hours, so gunfights are slow.
You've given me a fabulous idea for a heavy weapon. It has technically unlimited ammo so long as you have components in your inventory.
Just
And
feed
it
it
just
in.
fabricates. It
Fabricates.
fabricates bullets into its proprietary box mag. This requires 10 body to lift or use without mounting because of the weight of the printer.
It's got a big backpack, but it's not an ammo backpack.
It's a
prints the
fabric!
ammo.
God, that's so fucking awesome!
There we
I
go.
just thought of the best fucking idea! Think of all the fire I can fabricate with this!
I don't know. I don't think it's a very good idea.
That's because you don't think at all! Neil! We're off to
You
such a
don't
great
need
start.
to yell with me.
I don't need to! I want to! This was a free country till Thatcher took over! And now AC/DC. And now King Crimson.
Yeah.
The band, not the stand.
I know she said I could use anything here, but a lot of the stuff requires blueprints, and if someone's already made it, why would you put effort into making another blueprint that someone's already made where you could buy it off them?
This is true. So getting our own fabricator would be the best first step.
Well, it means that I can actually start working on. I need to look at your guitar.
Dixie's guitar.
Yes.
As long as you don't damage it. I don't like that hesitation.
It's broken at the moment. You can't use it, can you?
It's
You can't use it. At the
no, I can use it. It just doesn't
Work.
fully function.
So it's broken.
Well, I suppose technically, but it's not broken beyond use. But, okay, you can have a look at it.
Put on one of our benches and just start mapping out the
So
guitar.
you wish to begin initiating the time it takes in order to fabricate, in order to come up with the blueprint for inventing the EMP device we discussed.
The first stage of
What did I price that at?
you.
180.
No.
I think it was super luxury.
No, it was.
Let me go back to Barrows.
Good, backed out of the app.
Super. Ooh.
So super luxury is 10,000 eddies.
Yes, so it would take you a minimum of a month.
1 month.
And it has a caveat that if it's worth more than 10, it's an extra month per each. But inventing is meant to be done one stage ahead, so I guess that would add a month.
So correct me on this. I was reading the book. It seems to say that when it comes to fabricating, you spend one category less than it costs. But for super luxury, you spend 10,000 eddies less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
or
this
was it
would be-
half price of the super luxury or whatever?
No, that it's
10,000
it-
less.
Yeah.
I thought 10,000 eddies was pretty generous given what it could potentially do. So when it comes to time to fabricate it, you would spend 5,000 euro dollars worth of components, and I also said that I would allow the pre-existing guitar and the EMP hardware in there that does not work to count for some, but not all of that.
I'm sure I've got the right one.
I mean, if you're going to make a luxury item, you might as well just go for super luxury because, you know...
That's right.
Fabrication.
So, do you know what your guitar can do? Or what I could potentially do to it?
How much resting do I
Do you want me to show him the note?
Nah, you can wait to see if you succeed. 29
Okay.
would be the DV.
14.
What can she
Let's just say, Kim. There it is all there.
Okay. I knew it had some hidden things that were not active
It's not
because
that
of being broken.
It's because it's broken, yes.
29. And you can't use field expertise in that. So let's actually have a little nose around to see if you can even get to that. Oh, yeah, you can. Boy, can. Damn. You would have to roll a 10.
So I roll a 10.
You would have to roll a 10 and then roll into another really good number to be able to make the DV29. Because you don't add field expertise to your inventor or fabricator or the other thing.
Yeah.
Like 29 is the DV, and that's
It's pretty
even
high.
with your numbers, that's pretty hard to get to.
I might have to wait a couple levels then.
If it was like 23, I'd say you had it.
You've only got 2 points in basic tech. That can't be right. Hang on.
No.
This is Jess.
We got like 10.
No, you've only got 2
Technique,
points in
though.
basic tech.
Upgrade.
No, basic tech.
The skill.
The skill.
Ah.
Technique. Basic tech. Yeah, so you
Could
Have-
easily get a bunch more.
You could easily go up if you wait like a couple of sessions and just dump all your points into basic tech.
Yeah.
You could easily get more points in that, but you would need like about 4 or 5 more points in that
to get.
to reliably hit that. Although you can dump luck into it, so if you wanted to just try and dump all your luck into it if you don't roll super good, but you make the roll halfway through the process of inventing. And if you fail, you've wasted your time. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm not.
No,
It's still so loud.
Well, the thing is, we've got spare time at the moment. Maybe it's worth at least taking one shot at it and then just going, oh well.
It's a month to invent.
It's a
so
month.
Yeah.
In
No.
2 weeks of work, she would then make the check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would hopefully be back in Night City by then. Or
Yeah, no, that's true. We're not waiting that
I
long.
don't
yeah.
think I did an adequate job of explaining how complicated and expensive the device you have asked Fastrader to make. You are going to be here for at least a month.
Oh, okay.
That's why all my stuff is mostly a month worth of.
Oh, okay.
It's like, this is the perfect opportunity for your tech character to go,
tick the things.
So
I reckon you should do it. Can you actually buy a level of basic tech with the IP
I can do.
you have right now?
I can buy.
Because I will bend the rules and allow you to buy it.
Alright,
I
I'll
will never
buy-
do this again for anyone.
one basic tech.
Oh, except Kenny's giving me that look. You can do it one time too.
But only for basic
So
tech.
basic,
But only for basic tech.
basic tech
Wait,
is
some
up
3
to
points
3
basic
now.
tick now.
Well, it's not going to help a lot.
No, I need another
We'll
50 to
help
get.
some.
I need
I
another.
can't believe you only had 2 points of basic tech. I'm like, oh, you're just smashing these things out of the park. Look at it. You got 2 points of basic
It's
tech.
because
Motherfucker, your stats are insane.
it's the intelligence.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if the rest of you know, but I had this cunning thing all done up for Brendan, in which I had told him that he was at basically 0 hit points and hadn't been stabilized yet and had made 2 death saves. And the first thing that was going to happen tonight was that Roger was going to have to try and
You gave me
stabilize
the
him again,
text about
and
it.
maybe he'd be able to do it with all of his restored luck, because of the obvious implication that Jess was either dead or also incapacitated.
I was like, oh good, Roger's going to be stabilizing me.
Oh,
The gravestone's connected to the face holes.
Actually, let's see how that would have gone. What do I have to roll to stabilize?
First aid, 15. Better than 15, actually. I suppose all paramedic, but I know you don't have that.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1 and 2 or 4 and got 2.
You couldn't even get it with all your luck.
You'd be a dead boy. Well, maybe. You'd have to try again next round.
If I made my save, yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so yes.
Right. It's me, pretty much.
So you're inventoring.
Yep.
You're looking at the thing and you're inventoring.
Inventoring.
You're writing songs, I take it.
That's one of the main things.
Composition!
Composition. You can't spell composition without compost.
You can.
I know. That's a Rogerism. 17.
Oh yeah, you're writing some songs? Yeah, that Grange's piece of shit. He wants all the money.
It might be where he writes some of the ones we've heard. Including the...
He's not busy, man. He repossesses your soul because he loves money.
Do we really have to write this song right now?
Who's we?
Graves in the field up all right. See, that's where that might get rotten.
I spent a month listening to him sing this song.
We already figured out the Frankenstein one came from just beforehand.
Yeah.
The best songs are written in 5 minutes on a tour bus.
Yeah. Fuck, we need a new song. What do we do?
Highways does the proof of that. They're like, alright, let's write a song then. Okay, here it is.
Sick.
Thing is, if they've got a riff in their head, as long as you've got a decent melody with it, they can fucking write anything to it. Those ones are just, yeah.
Lyrics are so much less important than modern musicians think they are. As long as it sounds alright, it'll fly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we come round to you then. Gravy, wavy, pudding and pie.
With such an immense amount of time, I can easily fly by the rest for a couple days to heal.
Sure you can.
Spend a couple hours.
I'm assuming you've all done that.
Yeah, spend a couple hours swapping programs
Right?
into new decks.
Everyone's at max HP, right?
I haven't heard. I could probably easily just get a few days of rest and be back at max HP. Yeah.
No, we must maximize our time usage.
So the new main rig loaded with programs is the Juggernaut, hooked into the +1 password one.
Okay.
That's my main setup. I wish to also borrow a computer or laptop that is lying around and try to do that thing you said I had to do, figure out how Devil was pulling his shenanigans that I shouldn't be able to do.
King Crimson.
Was it King Crimson? Oh, it was in Devil's Contact.
Oh, oops.
But, okay, King Crimson. No worries. Which I had made the check, you just said I needed time on my computer.
Did I fuck that up real bad? Okay. That's a different thing than I'm thinking of. Why is that way? Is it in your notes that you've written a note?
I did have a note relating to the... Oh, it became an objective.
Objectives, is that where I'm...
Fulfill my promises. Nothing in there about the... Just the one from Devil that says...
Okay, so
12
you figure...
to learn how.
I'm going to tell you what I was going to give you for the thing with King Crimson anyway, and you can get fucked.
Okay, fair enough.
So, you work out, after a belaboredly long amount of time, and coffee, and you figure, well, it doesn't make sense that he can just erase time with foreknowledge somehow. And you figure, well, based on this telemetry on the deck, it almost looks like King Crimson isn't actually King Crimson, as some kind of proxy program or subservient AI. and that he must in fact be an incredibly huge AI
This isn't even a shard of him.
that is got enough capacity to store everything that's going on in a certain area
Jesus.
and then snip bits out and re-download the event stream into the net. Because after all, everything on the net is in servers, and data can be rewritten.
Are you really?
And so you sit there, and you lean back, and you're like, oh god, he's going to be fucking massive.
And then I'm like, am I actually me?
Has he changed a wee bit?
At least I'm at least slightly heartened in that I wouldn't be providing a body to King Crimson to wander about the world. I'd be providing to some kind of slave program of his to go and do his bidding in the world.
Oh my fucking god, that's no better.
This is better!
This is no better. This is so much
I have to think this is better or I'll go insane.
Yes,
And what might potentially have happened to Maria, who's in there all the time.
Yeah, maybe it was a really good thing she chose not to be present for the battle after I headed the fuck out of there. I think after completing that project would be an excellent time to do something from my list that would be more like a break to take my mind off of that.
I'm going to net run the architectures.
No, I'm going to scrap together some stuff from our supplies and try to rig up some lights from around the workshop that aren't in use.
Oh no.
And I'm going to have a dinner with Fleur and talk shit about Blythe a bunch.
How romantic.
You're not doing it in the main area with us, are you?
No, we have to find some corner out of the way.
Yeah, there's children present.
That is true.
In the muted cool of the tech workshop, she has gone back to business attire, which is in strangely good condition.
Oh, we know she's got that repairer bag.
Actually, the executive armor repairs itself 1 SP per day. It takes no damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
That's why one of the characters I've generated for your games wasted most of their money on a set of it, because it's just like, if I even just get some cheapo replacement armor to wear sometimes, this will always return to business excellence.
How much does it cost?
€1,000
Oh, yeah.
for just a body.
Okay, so after it's repeated itself 10 times...
It's paid for itself.
It's paid for itself.
Yeah. Yeah, that just presupposes you're going to live through 10 combats!
Yes, true. It's also like, if it's only got a point of damage, you can get that fixed and not have to pay for it.
Wait a minute, why am I in... There we go, Fleur. Okay. So you go scrounge around someone else's food and someone else's lighting, and you go try to set up a corner of the workshop somewhere for dinner with a woman you haven't spoken to in 3 days.
Well, I've been buried in the
purpose.
laptop,
Right.
torturing my brain with information on AI.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then it would mostly just be small talk, though, so we don't have to run through that. After that,
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to think.
Don't
Fast
strain
Race,
yourself.
Super, don't have to worry about that one. I just want to scrap the Renard Cyber deck, identify that one program, and then start poking around other potential architecture that might be powered down in the city above.
Oh, you want to identify the one program. Okay.
Which would probably take a check.
That one program.
That's Rampart, but of course, Graves doesn't know that.
You know what Rampart is,
Do I?
don't you?
I mean, it says it here, but I remember you saying I had to actually figure out what it was.
Oh, did you make the check?
What is the check? Because it's not written down for me.
15.
Well, the second go I do.
Right, so you take 3 days doing that. Fleur begins giving you cold looks.
Fleur will remember that.
Well, just like, God, it's really hard to make songs when I can't plink away on my guitar. But Jess has it. What will I do? It's been a week and a half. Ain't no one talked to me.
could steal that random acoustic guitar I stole.
Actually, it would be there.
Yes.
Oh no, an acoustic guitar. Everything will sound beach guitar douchey.
How am I supposed to plug this into my amp?
Jeez.
What, Roger?
I mean, I do have talking to Jess, Gravy, Fuller, and Barstrider down on my list as well.
Oh, well, go ahead with it. I don't know why I'm sitting here, so you can all just go, I'm just going to skip this. We don't have to go through this.
This is full. I didn't realize it was going to be this long, though.
Who should I bother first?
I don't know, man. Just pick someone.
I'll pick Gravy.
Yay.
Fucking boys club.
Yeah. Sitting there.
Juice is busy with my guitar and I don't want to distract her. My raw machismo.
It's cheese in a can. You open it by going like...
So,
Real
Gravy.
cheese for real men. You like cheese and you like cans. Now you can like cheese in a can. Machismo. From Continental Brands.
Oh god. I'm
I've
sold
got a
out.
hologram of you shilling for Continental Brands.
Things you can get cheese in a can.
Yeah, you can.
It's a thing.
Real thing.
It's a very American thing.
It's a very American thing.
Whether I call it real cheese is...
It's spray
not.
cheese.
It's not.
It's not.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
It's,
Yellow cheese flavoured
Cheese
Yeah,
tea.
cheese flavored, right.
It's like the grated cheese. Pre-grated
with
cheese.
its weird coating that makes it not melt good.
So, Gravy.
Yes. Good,
Do you-
whatever time it is.
So do you think it's a good idea that I should let the 18-year-old girl poke at my brain with the chance of getting the red chip pulled out?
Normally, old me would have said, yes, Roger. Get that kid playing around in your brain so that I can see if I will survive such a procedure.
Okay. Fair
But
enough.
honestly, I don't think you should. I think maybe there's more we need to know about it before we could play with it. And more steps to go before you can get your revenge. You shouldn't play with your life so easily.
What do you think about this stuff to do with these messages from Victor? They're all coded up. She seems to be able to track where we are, and it's almost like she might be coming to get us or something.
That's what I hope. That she's coming to assist us, and
Do you think there's much of her left in there? How much do you think that reset process did a number on her?
it's hard to say. When you hugged her into submission, there had to be an amount of her left after the...
I was really relying on there being something in there. I'd seen signs of it, so I took a chance.
That's why we're here, after all. Or at least why we were so eager to set off.
So,
Only hope that there's enough of her left.
it's a real question, right? So, say you get out of debt, and you somehow get that chip out of your head, and you get free of Sebastian. What's your next move? What do you do? Say you've got at least, you're out of debt. You've got a decent amount of money that you can live off of it, right? What's next for Gravy Boy after that? Are you hunting down this Blythe motherfucker and...
Well, if I hope to have that done by the time I'm in such a well-off position, but there are things that I want to know that money can't provide.
What, I thought you were under the misapprehension that money could buy everything.
Yes, well, I get the feeling that money can't exactly buy the story of what happened to my father.
I Well, surely if you bribe someone enough, they'll tell you.
I have a feeling that everyone who would know will have disappeared. Except, of course, for Blah, Junior Jew.
So, before you kill him, you want answers out of him.
But he won't provide them.
Surely if you torture someone enough, they'll say anything.
Well, me and Fleur both agreed he will wish to keep that information from me because it would hurt me. And he would believe that so long as he held that information, it would keep him alive. But,
So you actually think he's got that much of a personal grudge against you?
he must have to have gone this far. Hunting me down even now after the collapse of the business. I'm out of his way as far as he's concerned.
So why so much venom
From me or from him?
from him?
It's hard to say.
His lips are venomous poison.
Poison running through my veins. No.
Gareth has always been a venomous creature. It's always been his way to be exactly like this. I think the fact that I survived, maybe he thinks it's a slight.
Slightly what?
Okay.
Especially when, growing up, I would often ridicule his capabilities, so often he would have other people do for him. It's very much the Corpo way, but we were raised slightly differently.
So it came a little more personal than just your standard, you're somebody who's in my way. Or
Yes. Either that or he's just a complete psychopath. Personal grudges aside, he is someone who should be removed from this earth.
Well, that seems pretty evident. I'm just curious as to why things got so much more, personal in this world of business.
Yes.
And it seems like Fleur has some kind of similar relationship with him.
It's not for me to say.
Do you actually know? Or is she keeping it from you too?
Well, she's told me something.
In what brief conversations we have been able to have.
Hello.
I can remain silent no longer. I do not understand you at all. At first, I think you are a useful tool. Then I think
Thank
you
you.
are a person who has similarly aligned morals, and perhaps in another universe we could be friends. You show interest, but then you don't talk to me for 3 days. Then you put on a lavish makeshift romantic meal, and then don't talk to me for another 3 days. What are you doing?
I'm trying to learn.
Learn better.
Well, I'm sorry, after
We discussed everything, and I had a glass of wine.
yes.
And then you ignore me for 3 days.
Just prior to that lovely dinner of ours, though the food, I guess, wasn't very lovely.
It wasn't the quality of the food that matters. It is that you tried.
I learned some rather fundamental shaking things about a certain...
Oh god, you're gay.
No, about a certain digital entity I'm dragging around with me at the moment. And a certain almost godlike power it wields. So,
So you ignored me.
I took a break, I had our dinner, but then I had to sit myself about the work of improving. Because if I am to let that thing loose in the world, as I now must, then it's my mess to clean up afterwards. And it seems to be I have a long way to go if I wish to challenge a god.
I do not understand these netrunner things you talk about. But there is only one god, and his name is not King Crimson. It is Zutroy, the spaghetti monster. No.
This whole time she's been a pastafarian.
And the problem is,
Nothing, believe what you want to believe.
it's even got kiwis in there.
So you know it can't fly.
They explain it.
Okay, that's good. So you know it can't fly. I need to use that for more things.
Anyway, you're digging up?
Yes. I won't try to explain it to you because
Because I'm too stupid to understand it.
I don't even think that I fully grasp what it was that he did. I'm still merely learning. But it is horrifying. Imagine that someone was just able to snap their fingers and the Night City Holocaust unhappy.
That's impossible.
That's what I'm faced with.
Why would you want to stop that then?
Well, because maybe that person can snap their fingers and do other things. Maybe 1,000 Night City Holocausts could happen.
Very well.
I remember a time when I encountered a lot less AI, and it was much more peaceful.
So you weren't jumping into your old
And then
bloody
Fleur
time.
says the words that would stay with Graves for the rest of his life. Are you sure you were encountering less AI? Or that you were just unaware of your encounter rate?
I peer through the stone and the earth, and I stare out over the horizon. And with a shaky hand, I return to my task.
Yeah, as the eye of Sauron rises up into your vision.
And then there's another one just over there, and a sensor jammer. and we come out of our pods and we're like, oh, good, Sid baby.
No stratagems and infinite bots.
Yeah.
I think one of my favourite ones was like, oh great, there's an eye of Sauron. Oh, over to the west, I see it. Oh, the west, you say?
I remember that. That was on that night. Yeah, it was like the west, you say.
We turned the other direction.
It was the west and not the east.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was running out this way.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there it is. I'll head over there.
Me and King
And they're
saw
like,
one.
Yeah, it's over there.
He saw the other one and we're going, no, there's one over here.
I blew mine up.
I went and got the other one, but it was still...
that's fine.
I remember that distinctly. The west, you say.
Classic eyes of Sauron.
It's about as good as the...
The unblinking eye of Sauron.
I see
Let's take the ring to Mount Doom and
Yeah.
also the other Mount Doom.
Oh yes, of course, the bit where I drew your attention to the cock rock. I was like, is that the cock rock?
Is that a cockroach?
It's literally here.
behind him.
I'm standing in front of it like on a vacation kind of going, is that the
Is that a
cock rock
cockroach?
over there?
I turned to look at him, and there's the cockroach.
Right behind
So
me.
obviously he was showing me where the cockroach was.
Yeah, that was totally it.
It was good.
Fuck, that's funny.
Yeah, all because you weren't here.
Yeah.
I don't even think we got the samples off that one either.
No, we didn't. We got denied.
Okay.
That was Brendan's fault. I remember actually you said, if Brendan was here, we would have survived this. And I said, if Brendan was here, we wouldn't be playing this at all. But anyway, Roger got his brown M&Ms and went on and did a great show. What were we doing? All right, time was passing.
Gravy and then
Fleur hijacked the conversation.
Fleur got all snippy because she hadn't been talked to, and the bit that you refused to do, Fleur forced on you anyway.
Yeah.
Because women be like that.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you think you're getting out of this conversation? Oh, no.
Ellie is better than Dove.
Fuck, that song's good.
Wait, you've heard that?
Yes.
Oh,
I was
where did you
very
hear that?
not subtly pointed towards it.
Oh.
Oh, Ellie heard it.
No, she's better than Dog.
I'm not doing a sequel, that was AIDS.
I believe now you only have Jess to bother.
No, because I've got Fleur to talk to and Fast
for a
Rider.
separate meeting. Yeah.
But I'll bother Jess first.
No.
What'd you do to it? Why is the one half of the guitar over there and the other half on the other side of the room?
How am I supposed to play it? My arms aren't that long.
So yeah, just working on the guitar alright.
She's got that grinder on a blueprint paper.
how it works.
Thank you.
What?
Oh, Jess, how's it going?
Oh, Roger. Good.
You busy?
No.
Okay. You know, I'll just pooch you and we can have a yarn.
Okay.
Why you look so suspicious?
Oh.
Look, I caught you doing something.
Well, you caught me working. It's
I
fine.
thought you said you weren't busy. Why are you lying?
You know, I was being sarcastic, Roger.
Oh. Okay, well then I'll just go if you
No, it's okay. I probably need a break. It'll be...
That's why I needed a break too, so I just thought I'd come and catch up.
How can I
You
help?
don't have a lot of time to just, sit and talk.
It's very rare I get to work on things.
So I've got Gravy's 2 cents on. I think I already know the answer from you. You don't think that the little girl should open up my brain and play with it, do you?
No, I don't think she should. But not because I don't trust her to do it. I think she'll do an amazing job.
Yeah.
My concern is what other fail-safes are in there. What will happen to you afterwards? Are you going to be the same? This part of your brain is going to be removed and you will be different. It was explained that part of the brain that this is encompassing is gone.
Yeah.
It's not like it's been bolted onto your brain. Part of your brain's been removed
And replaced with
and
this
replaced
assembly.
with the chip. So once removing the chip, what exactly? What else was in there?
Bloody hell. It just makes me want to kill him even more.
That's on that side. Yep, we could put it all back and put whatever similar thing back into the brain. What if that's the key? He has whatever's missing from there. What if there's memories in there that you don't realise you don't have at the moment? There's things that you've forgotten, things that you don't know, things that you don't realise that you're missing until you realise they're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fair enough.
If you wish to get it done,
Just want to be free of him. And he's not going to do it himself. Let's be honest here. He's never going to take these things out of us, no matter how much we get out of debt and how much we do.
Meanwhile, sir, do you really intend to actually take the chips out of them? Of course, we will need the chips out of their cold, dead corpses to put into the next batch of suckers.
Okay, so you're wrong. Not in a good way.
For I am the mayor of Albuquerque.
Oh, he's in cahoots with him.
but again, if you're willing to take that risk, I think you chafe under this more than anyone else.
Just don't like being controlled and knowing I'll never get out of it. If it was a thing where I know that the guy who's doing it is going to actually be honest, but they ain't gonna. Nobody who does this is that type of person in the first place, so it's impossible.
I
mean, it's one thing to put you in debt and force you to pay it off, but it's another to literally enslave you with a chip in your brain.
okay.
That's just straight up evil.
Yes, but how constraining has this been?
Theory.
How?
What do you mean? Like we have to do what he wants whenever he wants?
Remember that time he
And I
forced me to
can't
not
kill
be
him.
able to drink for like a solid month?
Yeah, but how often has it happened?
I wanted to kill him all the bloody time.
But okay, what I'm meaning is, how often does he actually force us to do stuff?
Every week. We've travelled across a whole one and a bit countries, and then another bit of another country just for him right now. And you're going to say, yeah, but that was your idea, Roger, because you wanted to help Victor. But then we found out, no, it's got nothing to do with Victor. He could have helped Victor within 5 minutes back home. he fucking conned us.
Yeah, he manipulated us into doing that. It's one of the things. But again,
So I don't like how he treats Victor. He's enslaved us, even if it feels like a cosy lifestyle most of the time. You know, assuming we can get a pad that doesn't get blown up.
I know what you're saying. It's just very hard when he hasn't actually, like, we've been able to do our own jobs, do our own things. You still play all your music that you want to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or do I?
But
It's the
I mean,
principle of the thing.
trying to kill him is a bad thing. We shouldn't try killing people. I mean, unless they're trying to kill us, and that's
No, because he's
absolutely
evil.
yeah, but so you believe that Graves is evil as well, and you haven't killed him.
He's got. There's hope for Graves. Don't tell him I said that. But also, while I'm at it, because I didn't end up getting a straight answer out of Gravy Boy because his little new girlfriend came along and got a bit uppity about him ignoring her.
I would too if I
but,
was ignored for such a long time.
Well, I think he's trying to protect her.
Said
because-
Jess, who has been ignored for an equal amount of time.
They're just happy in a little world of building and tinkering, and everyone's leaving me
likes-
alone.
she
I
likes
can
it
do
as
things.
well. Like
That's the
quiet
theme
ice-
song to the thing.
She likes quiet isolation. That's the difference.
What a great interactive character to have in a team base.
It's not often she gets
I
so
think
quiet
he
though.
It's pink-haired Bonnie, everyone.
I
my
think
God.
I was trying to. He's trying to protect her because he's got a lot going on his mind with all these AI deals he's got going on, and all the evil shit that's to do with the old net and
I put a
everything.
book
And,
jacket that's
you know,
got Graves on it. It's just the art of the
Attractive, pretty, talkative girls getting in the way just distract you and make your brain go to mush. So he
Yes.
needs to think clearly. So he's probably just.
So it begun thought.
Well, you're not wrong. Good-looking girls do make your brain go to mush.
Made that program, I just can't read it in the
Remember
mid
me with
space.
Gin Electric? Cool, I was a mess.
Was
I'm fine now because she's not nearby. But
if I was to reach into that breast pocket there, would I find a mini, well-creased piece of paper?
not in that pocket.
So your point is invalid.
It's in this one.
So there.
So then that would mean the photos in that pocket.
The naked one of Victor.
Yes.
You can only keep one thing in one pocket.
Yes.
That's how
That's how
inventory works, and
RPG
you don't-
games work.
So you've got one slot.
You can't equip a hat yet. You haven't killed enough monsters. Of course, the hat goes on the head. I have now killed enough monsters to wear a
You
hat.
also can't wear this hat because you haven't killed enough babies. Also, but yeah. So say you get out of debt, right? You get out of debt. You get the chip out of your head. Let's live in this fantasy world where Sebastian comes all good and he takes it out and he's like, you paid your debt and you got a little bit of money, you know, enough to get by on. What's your plans after all this nonsense? Are you going to open another clinic? Are you going to...
I don't think I'll go back to.
I'm going to do a comedy tour called Just for Laughs.
I'm not. No, I don't know what I'll do.
You must have some ambitions or plans.
Not really.
No?
I'm make money.
See,
and
I thought
pay
you'd
my
want to
dues.
open like a clinic to help victims of cyberpsychosis or something.
I don't think I'll ever go back to clinic work. I don't think. It's tough because, like, okay, for example, how many arms have I got in these bags?
I don't know.
More than one.
I know, but
And the thought of, okay, Graves wants to do music, and well, one of those arms has a music in. Put it on, but it wouldn't be a problem. Just hook it. If I had the sterile system, I could do that, no problem. Just he'd be he wants it. It's all good. And then actually he wants something else for net running. You know, make a better attachment. Sounds logical. I'll do that. I like making things better. The problem with making things better is sometimes you don't know when to stop.
Do you still feel like you haven't learned when to stop?
When do you stop?
When it starts taking a toll on their minds. I mean, I would say you shouldn't be putting that stuff in your body in the first place.
Says notable cyber haver Roger.
Yeah, like...
Just needs to invent like a heuristic biomonitor, but it just tells you your humanity score instead of your HP.
The problem with that is I would envisage that having such a piece of technology exist would mean it's like, wait, hang on a minute.
This is a game?
We have solved this.
Oh, no, I think if you... Look, sorry if I'm crossing the line here, but I think in order to get over your quibbles and personal issues with what happened with your girlfriend, you've got to come to terms with it somehow. You can't just ignore it and say...
I'm not ignoring it. I've been working on it every moment I can.
You said you're not going to ever open a clinic.
I don't need to open a clinic to get over those things.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing other things, which I explained last time.
Well, as long as as long as you're coming to terms with things and not just ignoring them and avoiding them.
No, I've been confronting and paying for my mistakes.
Well, I hope things work out, but I think it's a good idea for you to maybe think about what you're going to do with your life if this all gets thrown in the past. You know, this Sebastian Red Chip shit.
Make more money.
You're sounding more like Gravy Boy than Gravy Boy right now.
Well,
What's the point of making money for?
so I don't have to worry about...
So you can have a lavish, extravagant lifestyle.
No, so I can just live day to day. Spend time with Thea, just enjoy. She's not going to go very far anywhere.
Well, so how would you make money then? Just being an edge runner still?
Yeah, fixer.
Night train to